Back to the Outback focuses on a group of Australia's deadliest creatures. Tired of being locked in a reptile house where humans gawk at them like they're monsters, they plot a daring escape from their zoo to the Outback. This was released on Netflix in early December, and unlike a lot of their original films that they simply acquire and distribute, they actually had a hand in making this, with it being produced by Netflix Animation. And while I typically don't go too much out of my way for a lot of their original animated films, as they throw a lot out there, it seemed like they were making more of a push to get this one noticed, especially considering it was given a limited theatrical release as well. And I appreciate their attempt at pushing this, as it was a nice family-friendly film with this warm message that I'm sure younger audiences will appreciate. Since all the animals here are those that aren't typically domesticated, a big part of the conflict resolves around their different reactions to how people perceive them at the zoo, touching upon themes of discrimination. On one hand, you have someone like Maddie, voiced by Isla Fisher, who's a snake who's a regular but is greatly feared by people and it bothers her. But on the other, you have a koala named Pretty Boy, voiced by Tim Minchin, who's extremely popular and basks in his stardom, though is self-righteous and kind of annoying. And as the animals go on their escape, with Pretty Boy being dragged along against his will, there's a lot of bickering among them, which leads to some cute jokes and physical gags that kids will enjoy. Though they also try getting to the heart of the problem that's bugging them all, and it's how they all just want to be themselves and not be judged for it. And the film approaches that message with a surprising amount of sincerity, especially thanks to a lot of the delightful voice work. And with that message being placed front and center, it's something that kids will be able to get a lot out of, which I feel was the film's main point. Though outside of that, there's nothing I'd say is overtly unique about this. While this is harmless enough and can be chuckle-inducing, it's also a pretty generic story that doesn't offer too many surprises. And while I did laugh a few times, it wasn't anything I'd ever call laugh out loud hilarious. A lot of it tends to be stuff we've seen in countless other animated films that try to replicate the style of classic DreamWorks or Pixar films, where it tries to be really fast-paced with its banter that's presented as being wittier than it actually is, while then being followed by characters reacting to things in an over-the-top manner. And some of it works and makes this entertaining enough, but if you aren't in that target audience, it won't be anything you'll be totally blown away by. But I think Back to the Outback will be something fun and delightful enough for younger audiences to appreciate. It can be charming, and it has a sincere, heartfelt message regarding not judging others, though unfortunately it also has a very hit-and-miss sense of humor and a generic plot that doesn't allow it to stand out too much from so many other animated films. And while that sincerity can make up for the film's faults, I can't see too many others outside of that target audience really loving this. So overall, it makes for an, at best, just decently entertaining time. Back to the Outback gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Back to the Outback, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Was it one of your favorite animated movies of 2021? Was it one of your favorite Netflix originals? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.